They remember the rhyme, the boy who cried wolf. They think it's a lesson about lies, about childish games. But no one asks what I saw in the trees. No one wonders why I kept screaming, even when they stopped listening. I didn't want to lie. I wanted to be seen. And then I was. But not by the villagers, not by the sheep, by something else. Something that had been waiting for someone like me. I cried wolf to be heard. Now it won't stop howling. They say I lied, but lies don't leave claw marks. I was 11 when I first screamed, "Wolf!" from the hill. My flock was fine, of course. I just wanted the village to look at me, to stop pretending I was part of the fog. When they came running and saw no threat, I laughed. They did not. But for a moment, I existed. I mattered. I did it again the next week, and again the week after that. Each time their anger grew, and then the sheep began to disappear, one by one. Always after sundown, always without blood. Just a single hoofprint, too large for any dog. Before the bells, before the missing sheep, there was my mother. Her hands always smelled of cedar. She made sure I had clean boots before I ran to the field. "Don't lie about the wolf," she told me. "Some stories aren't meant to wake up." I thought she was talking about superstition, but she said it like she knew what I'd unleash. The last thing she ever gave me was a carved bell, red wood, smooth, silent. I buried it in the hill the first time I lied. When I went back for it, it was gone. Our village has bells strung between trees. They chime when animals pass through the forest trail. But one morning, I noticed the bells were silent, even though sheep had gone missing again. I climbed the hill and found the strings snapped, the bells crushed like tin in an invisible fist. That night, I dreamed of black fur and yellow eyes. Something whispered from the trees, "You called me." When I woke, I had dirt under my nails and one less sheep. I stopped going into the chapel, not because I stopped believing, but because I saw an eye staring down from the rafters. The priest said it was only a bird's nest, but I heard breathing, not above, behind the altar. They called me cursed. I agreed. That night, I nailed the chapel door shut. In the morning, it was open. Something had chewed through the hinges from the inside. One night, I followed a shape through the fog. Not human, not beast. It moved like steam, and I swear it laughed when it saw me. I found a trail of wool leading to a hollow tree. Inside, a sheep's jaw. No body, no blood. Just the teeth, still embedded in the gum, as if the rest had been peeled away. The next night, the wind carried my own voice back to me, repeating the lie. Wolf, wolf, wolf. I woke to find something nailed to my door, a sheep's face. Not a head, not bones, just the skin, just the mask. The eyes still inside, but deflated. I touched it, thinking maybe I was dreaming, and it moved. It smiled. I tore it down, but the nails stayed behind. When I blinked, it looked like teeth. I haven't opened that door since. I don't even know if it leads outside anymore. I tried to confess. I told the villagers what I saw, what I summoned. They laughed, or spat, or worse, ignored me completely. So I climbed the hill one final time. I screamed until my throat bled. "Wolf! It's real! It's coming!" No one came. Not this time, but it did. And it didn't eat the sheep. There was an old tale my grandfather whispered. A thing that lived in the forest's breath. A voice thief. It didn't hunt the body. It hunted the tongue. The liar. The loud. The one who cried wolf too many times. It would take your voice first, then wear it, use it. Call out to others from the trees in your tone until someone answers. Then it has them too. Maybe I didn't summon it. Maybe I just answered. I survived. That's the worst part. I was found 2 days later, wrapped in wool and claw marks, muttering the same word over and over. I'm older now. I live alone, but I still hear it calling. And some nights, I answer. I feel it behind my teeth, in the way my jaw unhinges in sleep, in the prints I find outside the door that start at my doorstep. I lied to call a wolf, but lies are just seeds. I grew one inside me, and it's still hungry.